We are joined in by the Governor of Arunachal Pradesh, Mr. J.P. Rajkhowa. Well, sir, thank you for speaking exclusively to Times Now. Since the political crisis has unfolded in Arunachal Pradesh, not much of have come from your side. You have not spoken much. So how do you assess the political scenario or the law and order scenario in Arunachal Pradesh right now?
Right now, the law and order scenario, security scenario is completely under control. And our instructions are that law and order will have to be maintained at any cost, and security also has to be maintained at any cost, and all will be treated equally. There will be rule of law. There will be no discrimination in favor or against anyone. The common citizens, common people, they must benefit, for which we are very aware. All the instructions have gone. Our advisors are here, and our DGP is also here, and we have issued instructions to say that the common man is not harassed in any way.
Well, sir, you have written to the President of India for the imposition of President's rule. So, what was the content in that memorandum that you have submitted to the President?
You see, I would not like to go into those matters because the President of India, he had, in his wisdom, gone into the report submitted by the Governor. He had other information also, and he had also consulted, as I get to know, several eminent legal experts, and after that, in his wisdom, the President had imposed his President's rule under Article 356 of the Constitution for failure of the constitutional machinery of the state. I can say that was only. The rest of the things, those are in the Supreme Court, subjudice in the Supreme Court, the Honorable Supreme Court, the 5-member bench. They are seeing all the issues, and obviously, so they are taking note of that. The Honorable Supreme Court wanted the information to be given, the reports to be given. All have been given to the Honorable Supreme Court. Each of the 5-member judges in seal cover.
Well, sir, the Congress party and the Chief Minister has alleged that the entire political crisis was engineered by the BJP and you acted as a BJP and a RSS agent.
I am nobody's agent. I have never been anybody's agent. I was not an agent. I am not an agent. I do things of my own conscience, of my own rationale, and of my own reading of the Constitution and interpretation of the clauses and provisions of the Constitution.
So lastly, when do you expect this political crisis to be over?
I wish that the political crisis be over as soon as possible, because in a democracy, which is the largest democracy in the world, we should have democratic government as soon as possible, but it has to be a stable government. Not a government with instability, which has been going on for the last several months, with a large number of MLAs not participating in the governance activities.
And sir, will you now go for a floor test, sir?
That depends on the developments. Right now, I cannot tell you anything. Of course, one has to go for floor test in due course of time under the Bombay judgment. So that is the best way to judge the majority. And since the Supreme Court is seized with these matters, already certain protests that have been held, so I will not go into those matters because being sub judice. Even that is a matter of jurisdiction of the Supreme Court on a number of writ petitions and SLPs.
Sir, there is a question regarding dissolving the assembly. After no assembly for 6 months, by constitution it dissolved.
Assembly is not dissolved. Under the President's order, Assembly is put under any matter suspension. So, at any time whenever the President is satisfied that the suspension should be withdrawn, so President, he is empowered to do that under the Constitution.
If Supreme Court gives verdict against you, what you will do, sir? If Supreme Court's verdict...
Let the Supreme Court give the verdict.
Yes, sir.
Whether it is against me or it is somebody else. You cannot foresee that, I cannot foresee that. Only time will show what would be the verdict, and only time will tell me what should be done or what should not be done. I cannot tell you right now. Yeah. See, my point is that everybody in the country has to abide by the Constitution and by the orders of the judiciary, the highest judiciary. The constitutional bench, when it gives the orders or the judgment, whatever it is, everybody has to comply with it, including me as the governor.
Thank you very much.
So that was Governor of Arunachal Pradesh speaking exclusively to Times Now. This is the first time that he has spoken widely about the political crisis that has been deepening here in Arunachal Pradesh. Reporting from Itanagar with Pradeep Kolita, this is Arindam Das for Times Now.